Welcome, everyone, to Locks of Lore. My name is Benny.
And I'm Tash.
This is Locks of Lore, where two hairstylists get real about the life behind the chair.
We are talking client drama, money talks, industry tea, and everything you'd normally only hear in the back room.
Whether you're a stylist or just love the beauty world, welcome to the group chat. Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Hope you had an amazing week. It was a great week for us here. I know it's been so warm and it makes me just feel like a new season is starting. There's new things on the horizon. I'm so excited for this week's episode.
Yes, spring has sprung, and we have some exciting things to talk about today and some scandalous things to talk about today.
Yeah, definitely some scandalous things to talk about today. Do you want to start with your formulation of the week, Tash?
You know what? My formulation of the week is not so much a formulation. I am the stylist friend that just asked me to send them Moody Blue in the mail across the country because they ran out of Moody Blue and they know that I'm the one that has it all in my basement. And shipping costed $35 to ship 6 tubes of Moody Blue. That's who
Six
I am today.
tubes?
6 tubes, $35 in shipping.
Whoa, that's the toners, right? Or is that
Yes,
the
express
Vivids?
tones. No, express
Yeah.
tone.
Oh, I love that you still have that. But I mean,
Y
$35, that is actually pretty on par. And I only know that because I just found out that who I'm gonna order from, it costs $35 in order to
Ew,
ship
to
my
ship?
Bellin products from yeah, to ship because it's coming from Calgary.
You know what?
It's coming
I
from
said to her,
Edmonton.
like, "You are gonna have to mark up your color if" because I also had to obviously charge her for the boxes of color, the tubes of color, which was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
50, like, $60 or something like that, plus $35 in shipping. That's rank, so that's who I am today. Who are you today, Benny?
I am the 10N that you added so much 40 volume because you actually ran out of high lift and your client was sitting in your fucking
Oh.
chair, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to make this work because I don't have any high lift." Thank goodness. Why
Why
didn't I
didn't
use a
you use
what?
a 10.1 at least or something with a little bit of a blue tone in
Oh,
it when you're
you know what? That's
lifting?
actually I oversimplified. I actually used 10.07 and
Okay,
10.01
thank
with 40
you for
volume.
clarifying.
Um,
Thank you for
but
clarifying.
but to be fair, our desired result was a strawberry blonde. So either way, I knew that the warmth was gonna be I'm gonna have to tone the ends to be gold anyways, or kind of a copper
Yeah,
tone anyways. So I knew I was gonna have to kind of lean in the warm direction. Anyways, I used my, concoction of 10/40 volume, and the whole time the client just kept asking why it was more, like, tingly on the scalp, and I was
cool.
sh I was actually kinda shocked because I would have thought that the high lift would have felt a little bit
More
more aggressive on
tingly.
the scalp, but nope, she said that this was more tingly than usual, and I didn't use any extra developer. I used just 40 volume with the 10s, one of the 2 different 10s that I had,
Yeah.
and yeah, she mentioned it twice. She kept being like, "Oh, it's really tingly
Did you
today."
did you paint it all over her whole scalp? Was this like a global root
Yeah,
retouch or
yeah,
something?
it was a root retouch, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
to be fair, or to be honest, it actually worked out really well, like, it looked
Did
really
it?
good. Am I gonna
That
go
was my
back to
next
high lift it
question.
next time? Yeah, I'm gonna go back to high lift next time because I feel like
Yeah.
high lift is a little bit brighter, but
Yeah.
in a pinch, I was shook that it actually worked, and I have a video of it. I have a video of me doing the color, and I should have taken a video of me being I was shitting bricks, Tash. The way I kept looking at that color to
Yeah.
be asking myself if it was actually working. I put a bag on her
Yeah.
head, which is probably also why I mean, I put a bag on everybody's head when they do high lift, but
Mhm.
I just kept opening the bag to peek in
Check.
and see. It's like, okay, not looking bad. Huh, okay, after about like 30 minutes, I left it on for 45 just so that she didn't notice the difference in processing time, but I
Uh-huh.
I was like, I'm gonna just keep checking it.
Oh god. Okay, so wait a minute. Was this just like the first inch of regrowth kind of thing, or was this like pulled through to the ends as well?
Oh, it was for sure just a regrowth. Like,
Okay,
I would say
okay,
maybe a good she really stretched it too, which also made me scared
okay.
because
Yeah.
if it was a high lift, I'd have no problem with a little bit of an outgrown root, but it
This is what I was
was
wondering was, like, so did you get any type of hot root at all? But I guess
I
not
didn't
if
get
it was
any
only just, like, the
banding. I
you
didn't get
what?
any banding. I didn't get any
Ah,
banding, no hot root, just clean lift, as clean as a
gorgeous.
level 10 with 40 volume could be.
So
I'm
pro
pretty
tip
sure her
then,
natural is level
everybody.
6. Yeah, pro tip,
Okay.
get your color order in 1 day sooner. That's the pro tip of the day. That
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't
Actually,
stress.
pro tip, I it's completely my fault because I looked at the tube of color that I was gonna use, and normally how I signify that a tube is open in my salon, I flip it upside down so I can just look, A-line across the board and see what I need to replace.
Oh.
But,
Yep.
I didn't flip that one upside down, so when I looked to see if I had to order a color, I thought I had a full tube of that color, and I
Oh.
I figured, "Fine, I don't have to get any more until next week," and the order was coming the next day, so I thought, "Who cares? It's fine, I don't need to order, I don't have to go pick it up on my work," and I got to work, and my first thing I looked at that tube, and I thought, "Holy
Uh-huh.
fuck." There's, like you can't see my hand, but there's, like, less than a quarter tube in that freaking tube.
Oh, I
She has a
hate
pair for scissors
that.
paint.
Oh, I hate that so much. That's so stressful. Interesting that you flip the box. You know what we do? We flip out a tab, like one of the tabs from the little arms of the color box. That's how we
Yeah.
signify if the color's open. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people flip the tabs, but then I find that it just looks a little bit wonky, and sometimes the boxes start to bend to a side if there isn't structure on both sides from the tab being in.
Hmm.
Especially for some reason, I have like 70 million like level 7 colors. So my level 7 stack is usually a little bit higher, especially on my like Hydro Gloss. And so I
Yep.
find that if I have one tab sticking out, and like there's like three in a
Oh,
row
the
that are
weight of the
open,
other
the
boxes.
weight of the
I
other
see.
side will start to flip over. And so I just kind of thought, I'm just gonna flip it upside down
Flip it
and
over.
I don't have any
See,
issues. Yeah.
if I saw a tube flipped over like that, I would just go and take it and flip it back again so that I could read it properly.
Just goes and fucks up my whole system, just opens the
Yeah,
just flips everything over.
that's probably what I did the last time I was at your studio. I'm just like, "Oh, Benny,
It's
I'll
actually your
organize this for you and be a nice
it's probably
friend."
your fault why I ran out of my freaking
It
pale violet.
probably is. I probably was trying to do a nice thing and organize for you. Just like, "Someone flip these all
Uh,
over."
Also, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I like to pre-stress my day out. So if I think I'm gonna run out of a formula, I wanna know early in the day so I can be as stressed out about it as long as possible. Not that there's a solution, like, it's not like I'm gonna be able to, like,
It's
go to
just
the
good to
store and
know.
get it. It's just good to know.
It's just nice to stress out for longer, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Why why condense my stress when I can have a whole day of
Stretch it
anxiety leading
out.
to the
Stretch it
yeah,
out. Yeah. I love that for you. That's
just
a pro
every
tip.
time. Yeah, that's
I'm
another
gonna
pro
try
tip,
that.
which
Yeah.
please don't.
So I'm gonna try this coming week. Yeah. That's
Just don't
horrible.
order any product and just see how it goes. Just walking
Yeah.
into work, just freeballing it, not knowing anything that's happening the whole day. That's so good.
Oh, that is so
I
good.
absolutely love that.
Okay.
Okay, so I have some cool news, this week. I found out that Henkel has acquired a new company. Yes,
Okay. Who
we have acquired the hair brand. Drum roll, please. Not
brr,
Your Mother's.
huh?
Not
Not
Your
your
Mother's.
mother?
Do you have that brand? Yeah, Not Your
I've
Mother.
never no, I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of it.
Nope.
It's
I'm
like a
gonna look it up
curly
right
line.
now.
It's definitely more consumer facing. It's not something that you're gonna see in, I think, a lot of salons, but it is a new hair care brand that is under the Henkel umbrella now. It has been acquired.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I've
interesting.
seen it around in the natural hair side of TikTok. When I was looking into growing up my curls, I definitely looked into a few different methods, and Not Your Mother's was one of the brands that I'm pretty sure I saw around when I was doing some curly girl
Okay.
research. So interesting to know they are gonna be under the umbrella, and, congratulations, not your mother, you're about to get, the Daddy Henkel treatment, it's great.
And you're now a little baby brother or sister of ours. We have a new little bundle
Yeah,
of joy in the
yeah,
family.
she's not your mother's. She's not your
She's not your
mother's.
mother's, yeah.
She's not your mother's, but you are our new sister, so welcome to the Henkel family.
Cute. Any other new updates or news, Benny, that you've discovered?
Yes, actually, so an update with the Bellman hair product situation.
Right.
I I did speak to one of the ambassadors, and I found out that it is in fact being dissolved. As of 2027, Bellmen will no longer be creating any hair care. They will still create their color, which is crazy to me because their color line it is what it is. It is
Okay.
so expensive. It doesn't really perform very well. I've tried it in a
Hmm.
class that I went to. They don't have a huge assortment, which makes sense because it is a little bit more on the very pricey side, but they encourage a lot of intermixing to make things. So instead of having a new color, they basically release new formulas, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Yep.
But the performance is very like, it leaves a little bit to be desired, in my opinion. But who knows? Maybe some people love it.
Wow.
So they won't be doing any more retail as of the end of next year, which means all their hair care is done. Their accessories, I believe, will still be manufactured by them. And the perfumes are now being recreated in a new line called Eau de 74, I believe.
Okay.
The price point is much lower for for those hair perfumes, but from the description that she gave to me, it kind of also sounded a little bit like a D like a D grade. It didn't sound as good as
Right.
the originals. She compared it to Clinique, one of them, which I thought was
Oh,
interesting
not
to come
yeah,
from
okay.
right?
So, how do
So,
you feel? You retail some Balmain in your shop, so how are you feeling?
all I retail is Bowman in my shop,
Yeah, are you
which has
pretty
been
devastated?
I think I'm devastated, but knowing that I'll have it for a year allows me to not be so stressed about it now. Like, you know how I wanna prolong my stress, right? So, I
Right, that's
have a
what I
whole
was
year
thinking too. Yeah, you have a whole year to stress about it before you do anything. Yeah. Don't even start looking into any other lines. Just sit on it and wait till the
Just wait
last
till December
day.
29th, but fuck, I need a new hair care line.
Exactly. What am I gonna
What
do?
am I gonna
Yeah,
do? So, I'm going to be ordering as much of my true faves that I
yeah,
know I can't live without, mostly just the mousse, which
yeah.
I if I buy enough of that mousse and I take it to a chemist, I want them to basically remake this mousse for me. It is the best mousse I've ever used.
Yeah.
I'm not even exaggerating. I'm gonna try and do that. We'll see how it goes. If you guys see an ad for me releasing my own mousse, you heard it here first. I'm literally going to be recreating the
It's
Bellman
just
mousse.
it's just the Bowman copy and paste
It's
with
just a
Benny's face on it.
one-to-one
That's so
dupe. Yeah, I
illegal.
actually just take a sticker of me and I put it on
Yeah.
top of the bottle. I just bought all of them from them.
Yeah, why don't yeah, just do that. That's what they do,
I'll just do
like,
that.
when you see products sometimes at Winners and stores like that, they just put a new sticker over top of some Shoppers Drug Mart
Are you
products, so
serious?
samesies. Oh, yeah, you didn't
They
know
just
that?
put a s I didn't know they just put a sticker. I thought it was just all expired.
No, well, some of them are expired, but some of them legit, you can pull the sticker off and it'll be another brand underneath. Yes, look it up.
Are you
We'll have to do a
serious?
we'll have to do an episode on that because 'cause I'm serious. So, your,
Whoa.
like, mind is, like, ticking, you're like, "Oh, man, I'm gonna get stickers printed ASAP."
100%, but someone's already done this before. I'm actually just gonna sell it at HomeSense. I'm just gonna put my bottles well, then how am
Yeah.
I gonna get paid? No, it's just for brand awareness. It's just for brand awareness. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good, okay,
So,
well, that's
yeah,
exciting for
I
you.
am, it's exciting for me. I am gonna be looking into some other lines. I already started looking into Arnco Blue a little bit, which has been nice. So we'll see if it
Uh-huh.
performs long term. I'll,
Yep.
have to
Okay.
bite the bullet and make a purchase. Or
Well,
something
keep
else.
us
If
updated.
anybody has any good luxury lines that's not Orbe, can you please let me know what that is? Did you know that they have a
Mhm.
$2,000 minimum a month order to keep that line in the salon?
Orbe?
Yeah,
Whoa, no,
in
I
order
didn't
to
know that.
keep an Orbe
Wow.
account. you have to order wholesale minimum 2 grand a month.
That
And I
is
very quickly said no.
yeah, that's hefty. That's a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
and, obviously, I get why they do that, they wanna be super exclusive, but it
Yeah.
also makes you wonder if people are pushing the products because they're good or if because they want to keep the account,
Yeah, no
you
kidding.
know?
That's very interesting,
If I have
yeah.
to be ordering $2,000 a month, I'm selling $4,000 worth of product, which,
Yeah. You've really gotta
if
push
we
that
that's
product.
$1,000 a week. So if your
Yeah,
salon is open 5 days a week, that's $200 a day, which, to be honest with you, really isn't that hard when the products
yeah,
are $100 each. You basically have to sell a shampoo and conditioner every single day,
yeah,
which isn't crazy, and there have definitely been times where my orders are well over 2 grand just to, like, stock up. In fact, this
yeah.
order that I'm gonna do right now with these perfumes is gonna be a few $1,000s just to keep it in there, so it's not really that hard. Maybe I should no, I'm not gonna look into
Maybe you should look into it. Wait a second.
it.
It's
Wait a
not
minute,
so easy to do. When
just
you do the
becomes a
math.
rep, just completely does it, just goes in so hard. I
Oh,
mean,
it's
the
so
line is really
stupid.
nice, and they do have hair perfumes, so, I mean, maybe I should give them a call again and see how it
Yeah,
goes,
maybe you
but
should look into
whatever.
it. Sounds like it's a perfect
Maybe I
fit.
should look into it. Sounds like it's a perfect fit. Okay, so fun thing this week, I wanna talk about people stiffing the bill, and I wanna start off with
Mm.
the TikTok drama of that girl in I believe it was Florida? Was it Florida?
Yeah,
She
I
was
think it
doing
was Florida.
someone's hair. Yeah, I think it was Florida. Do you wanna, like, tell us what the story was about, Tash, how you experienced it on TikTok?
Okay, someone went into a salon to get their hair done. The funny thing was they are, trying to be an influencer or whatever, so they're, like, filming everything. And, yeah, they get a full head of
Wait,
extensions
do you
done.
think that the person getting the service done was insisting on filming, or do you think the stylist was insisting on filming?
I kinda think both. I think both of them
That's so
were, like
crazy. Can you imagine if she's like, "I'm gonna film this," and then turn around and
yeah,
do what I'm gonna do? Whoa.
I know. But, yeah, so, got new hair, got, all her hair installed, gorgeous job by the stylist, and then the
And they did
client
color
had
too. They did like a full
yeah,
color and extension install.
yeah, literally everything would have taken hours, and then
Yeah.
the guest said that she wanted to go out and put her lashes on for the final, like, reveal photo, and she goes to put her lashes on, and she just pieces, and she runs, and she stiffs the bill.
Whoa. Did they ever say how much the bill was?
I do not recall, but it would have been in the thousands, I feel like, after all
Well,
that
for sure.
hair
At
and
least if it was hair and color.
yeah. And so
Yeah.
that stylist is like, she was like, "Yeah, I waited for 5, and then I waited for 10, and then I waited for 15," and then I texted her and
Oh,
was like,
no.
"Hey, you good in the bathroom or whatever?" And then she, like, goes to check, and she just that client was gone.
Gone. Oh my
So
god.
next thing, the next TikTok video that I saw was then other salons with the same person doing the same thing, and it's always the eyelashes. That is it. She says, "I have to go put my lashes on," and then she leaves.
Whoa.
So,
How many salons did you see she had done this to?
I saw 2 or 3. So
Wow.
in the end then, there was, like, a call out, like a hive mind, TikTok call out being like, "Okay,
Yeah.
everyone, like, we need to find this person because she stiffed, like, 3 plus salons or whatever now," and they ended up finding her. I don't know the end of the story. I don't know what they ended up doing with her,
Well,
but
I could only
someone
imagine they
found
charged her and found a way to
yeah,
either get their money back or
yeah, you would hope so. So, yeah,
I would hope so.
it was wild,
Wow.
and, I mean, have you ever had anything like that happen to you before, Benny?
I have had that happen to me before, not as extreme. Yeah, not as extreme as this, but it was an interesting story. So this is actually pretty recent. This was maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. This girl comes to my salon. I don't remember who she was referred by. I don't remember at all. Anyway, she comes in hot and heavy, and you know those clients that are just, like, so loud and so much fun, they just immediately sit down and start telling you their whole life story, and she was
Yeah,
really funny, so I just kind of took it as like, "Wow, this is great."
yeah.
Her hair was pretty fucked, to be honest. Like, she came in, her hair was super short, like, I'd say the length of my hand, and, of course, okay, now I'm really trying to think here. I'm pretty sure she came with it either black or freshly colored black from platinum. So I'm pretty sure she was
Oh,
platinum, colored it really, really, really dark, I guess
okay.
to mask it or whatever, and then wanted to stay brunette and grow it out. So we lifted her and put in so
Oh,
much extensions, because her hair was short, right? So we had to do K-tips all up to the top. It was a full
a
thing.
big job. Yeah.
A big job, and, you get to know people when you're sitting there for 9 hours doing tiny little
Yeah,
K-tips on their head,
of course.
so I find out that she considers herself a stylist, she works at a store that is kind of known in the area, and you know what? Thinking back, I now know the owner of that store, so I might actually be able to find her, so I'm gonna think about that. I'm not sure if I wanna push that button, but
Oh my
so I
god.
found that she's a stylist for this store. The first bill comes, it's not cheap. It was, I'd probably say like 1,300 bucks or whatever for all of that install color. She bought her own hair, so that was, just a long appointment. She says, "I'm gonna have to go pick up the cash from downstairs. I get these guys to pay for my hair." And so
No.
I'm not kidding. She was talking about these guys the whole time, and then she asked me how much the appointment was gonna be so she can tell this guy that was taking her to dinner to bring that much cash with him to pay
Uh-huh.
for the hair, and she obviously wanted product and stuff, so she, asked me how much it would be to add on the perfume and this and that, and just make it a big bill, I don't care. And so her bill came up to some high amount. Sure enough, she goes downstairs, she comes back up with, like, $1,800 cash, gives it to me, everything's great, cool. Right?
Okay.
Second time she comes to get her hair done, at this point, I think the extensions were obviously too much because, you know, her hair was really short, and she wanted to switch to a different type of extensions while she continued to grow it out. Said, "Fine." We tried new hair. At this point, the roots had grown out, so we're trying to get blonder, so we put some highlights in because at this point now she wants to be blonde. So we end up getting her to a nice copper blonde, like a strawberry blonde, which she was happy with. We all knew going into that. I don't remember if I think I just put a weft or two in her hair and we just really blended it and I had to cut it a little bit shorter. Same thing
Yeah.
when it came to pay. She said, "I'm gonna get this guy to give me cash and I will be right back." I said, "Sure," because it
She's
happened
done
the
it?
last
Yeah.
time and she's done it before and she tipped very well. So I thought, sick, this is an easy sell, right?
Yeah.
She goes, she comes back, she gives me the cash, everything's great. Cool. Now, the third appointment or the fourth appointment or something at this point, she comes and she wants to be platinum blonde. She can't take the hair that's short. She can't take
Mm.
it being dark. She wants to go back to her platinum. She says, "I don't care what my hair feels like afterward. I just want to be fucking platinum." And I said, "Cool. Like, you are," she's showing me her photo. She's been platinum blonde for almost her entire adult life. So I thought, what's the big deal? Like, she obviously knows how bad it can be for you to fucking fry your hair like this. So I went in low and slow, like I always do. I used 5 volume, I'm pretty sure at this point. And then
Yeah.
I got her up to like a really clean 9.5. Not a perfect clean 10, but coming from where she was, we were
I
both
was gonna say,
very,
that's
very
pretty
happy with it.
impressive. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
That's
were very
pretty
happy with it,
good.
with
Yeah.
as little damage as we could expect. Of course, there was still some, but as little as she could expect. And now at this point, we didn't put extensions in. I believe the bill came up to about 800 bucks just for the bleach out. And same thing, she said, "I'm gonna go and get cash from this guy. Can I come back and give you the cash?" And I said, "Sure, no problem." But this time it was different because she said, "I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow with the cash because I'm gonna go see him tonight and then I'm gonna come back tomorrow." And I thought, who cares? Just come drop off the cash. It's not a big deal for me, right? She leaves, so I don't hear from her. The day after she comes back, I'm not at the salon. My assistant was there and she asks to get it toned. She said she wants it to be blonder, and so she asks my assistant to tone her hair, and so I said, "Don't worry, just put an ash sheer toner on it, give her a blowout, and just let her know that this is how much she has to leave behind. She doesn't leave anything behind. I guess she tells my assistant, "Oh, I'm gonna leave cash with Benny," and she doesn't leave any cash. So at this point
Oh
now the
my
bill has
god.
gone up to
It's
a,
like
you know,
building.
900 or something like it's like building, right? And
Yeah.
so the next day I come into the salon, I said, "Hey, are you gonna come by sometime today?" No reply. Later that day, I said, "Hey,
Oh
I'm leaving for
god.
the day. Are you gonna come and drop it off?" No reply. So at this point now, I've sent her 3 text messages, and especially because now I was paying my assistant too. I don't care if you stiff me, but
Yeah.
now I'm gonna pay this person who is supposed to be doing your hair.
Yeah.
Don't hear from her. I do know where she lives, and I have gone to a lot of parties at that house, and there was one time I was at that house and I sent a message being like, "Hey, I'm at so and so. I know you live here. Give me my money."
Oh! No way!
No reply. And it's funny because I have so many videos of her in my phone, and, like, she is a sweet person. I just think, you know, I'm not gonna make any assumptions.
So you never got your money?
No, I never got the cash, and I just kind of
Oh,
just
Benny.
they just wrote it off as whatever, karma comes back around. To be honest, forgot about it, and then on the 3rd message I sent her, it was several months had passed, and I thought, "Holy shit, I never got that money back. I never heard from this person." And so I only remembered because I was at that house, and I thought, "I know who lives here. I never actually got paid for that." And so I sent a message, and it was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I was obviously drunk and
Yeah.
obviously just wanted to be like, "I'm not gonna get this money, but I just wanna scare you a little bit." Like, I
Yeah,
know I'm
I'm
not
in
gonna
your
get the
living
money.
room.
I'm I've rolled up. I'm at your front door, and it's a big house, so,
Oh god.
yeah, it's crazy. So, yeah,
And you never
that's
saw her again, obviously, so she hid from you every
no.
time you were at her house? Like, where was she
Well,
each time?
so the house, it's called the Darling Mansion. It's a big historical place in Toronto, and there's multiple apartments in the house, but the house
Oh,
has also kind of gotten a reputation for throwing these wild parties. It feels like a Dahlia painting.
cool, you're gonna have to show me.
It is such a crazy house, and I knew that I wasn't gonna see her, and I knew that I wasn't gonna get the money back. I just wanted her to
Yeah.
kinda get that little, like, pitter patter in the chest, like, oh my god, what if he's upstairs? I'm not gonna go for a smoke. I'm just gonna" and
Yeah.
then every time there's a party now, I want her to think like,
She thinks
"Oh
you're
my god, what
there.
if he's here?" Yeah,
Yeah. Forever.
yeah, 100%.
Oh, man, that's pretty crazy.
A
That's
funny
a good
story.
one. Yep.
How about
Um,
you? Have you ever had any stories like that? Or anybody stiff the bill on you?
so yeah, like, not necessarily me personally, but when I used to work at a different salon, there was a stylist there that did kinda have a crazy story like that happen to. He was part of, like, some sort of sea-level rock band, so, like, not a famous guy, but, like,
Okay,
kinda like a cover band type of level of,
okay.
like,
Like, the
rock
neighborhood knows him, but that's maybe
star.
about it.
Yeah, exactly, and,
Yeah.
like, your typical, like, guy in his is probably, like, 50s or something like that with, like, long blonde hair extensions in his hair and really, like, trying to hold on to the '80s
They're
and
fucking
his
K-tips for sure. They're K-tips
Ye
for sure.
yeah, and so he had come in, he was referred to her, she was a friend of mine, and yeah, so she same story, she colored his hair, she did his whole, head of extensions, fresh hair, all this kinda stuff, and, like, honestly, that's it. He just walked out and we never heard from him again. And then we heard stories that he had done that to other salons in the area as well. But it was so funny because, like, we could just go and watch your cover band play down the street with your hair.
Yeah, yeah. Whipping
But
around those extensions.
yeah, whipping it around and like, but she never got her money. She never got paid. So yes,
Wow.
it was quite the drama at the time for all of us, like, the whole salon was involved, of course, because we were all, like, on the lookout for
100%.
this guy. I'm pretty sure he was going outside for smokes, halfway
He wa
through. Yeah, he's like one of those guys wearing, like, leather pants and, like,
I
the
have
long
such a picture of this person in my mind immediately. As
yeah.
soon as you started describing him, I knew exactly what he looked like. I know the
Yeah.
front layers are short, but he's keeping it super
Oh,
long
yeah.
everywhere else. And
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
100%,
And, like, a bit of a
100%.
beer belly, like, a bit of a beer
Yeah,
gut, and,
definitely wearing
like
cowboy boots, for sure cowboy boots.
oh, yeah,
Yeah,
100% cowboy boots.
100%.
Yeah, so, yeah, that was him,
Wow.
and I think that must have been like, he must have said he was going out for a smoke or something, and then he just peaced out on her, and that was it. So, I mean, it happens, and it's very unfortunate because a lot of times, whether the salon has bought that hair for you and then you're gonna be paying the salon back, or the stylist personally, if that stylist is a chair
Yeah.
renter or, a sole proprietor of their business or whatever. So that is a lot of money because hair costs thousands of dollars as it is, and we're buying it up front, right? And then when you stiff us, like,
I
that is rough.
I think maybe one time I bought extensions for someone and they canceled the appointment on me last minute, and I thought, "You know what?
Yeah,
I'm never doing this again." And now for the rest of my career, and it's been like this since day 1, since that day, and that was a long time ago, if you're getting extensions, you pay the full price for the extensions
yeah,
before I order the hair, and that money is in my account, and then I click send and order, and if it doesn't get here in time, I'm gonna tell you, "You have got to order by this date in order for the hair to
yeah.
get here for your appointment." And if you don't pay me before that day, I will be canceling your appointment or moving it to a day when the extensions do get here because I'm not gonna be stiffed with that bill
Well, that's
ever
the thing
again.
is I feel like we have all learned our lesson from whether it's happened firsthand, like the story that happened to you or the story that happened to my friend working at the salon, and I mean, samesies, like, our salon works the same way. We wouldn't buy it up front anymore because
Yeah,
that can happen, and maybe that's happened once or twice, and then that's it. You are out a lot of money, so
especially for extensions. It's
especially
like,
for extensions.
"Whoa."
Yeah.
But that's pretty shocking to me. Where's he gonna go to get his extensions? Like, at some
I know,
point
that's the thing. And, like, the city that we live in isn't very big, and I don't know if, like, I don't know if he goes on tour, and so he's, like, getting his hair done in other towns or something like
he
that
has to.
around, but he
He
has
has
to
to.
because he's probably run out of options here. He's stiffed
Oh,
everybody.
for sure, he's run out of options here, and at this point, he's probably done every salon that he can't even show his face anywhere.
Yeah, he might be bald by this point anyways because that was, like,
Let's
a
hope.
good decade ago, so hopefully that was his karma.
No,
He
if he
lost
has one hair in his head, he's got an extension holding it
yeah,
down.
he's got one little
He's
K-tip on there. Yeah.
100%. It's just a rat tail. He's probably
Yeah.
evolved to
Oh.
just a rat tail mullet, and he just has or even the clip-in thing, he just clips that on and just calls it a day.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what I, like, have such a secret love for, and it's so horrible and, like, horribly done, but Dog the Bounty Hunter's extensions? Oh, I just love his hair and his whole
It's funny
entire
because
style.
that's who I pictured the whole time you were talking
Yeah,
about this guy. I
that's
just like
that's that's totally who it is Dog. Bleached out like that, kinda like leather vest,
100%.
maybe like a
Yeah.
feather at the end of it. Oh, it's so
I knew there
hot.
was a feather involved somewhere. There has to
There's
be a
always a
feather.
feather. There's always a feather in that age bracket.
That's so crazy.
But you know what? I fall for it every time, like Steven Tyler, oh yeah, like that feather at the end of his hair, mhm, yeah.
There is a horseback rider, her name is Flying Feathers. I don't know if you ever saw her. She is well, I think she had a little bit of drama and people tried to cancel her for something, I can't remember, but she
Oh,
was really cool. She had her whole head was extensioned with feathers, and it was huge and thick. I'm gonna send you a photo. It would almost go down to, like, mid-back, and it'd be like this, just, like, straight
just a
out
ponytail of
feathers.
feathers?
No, out. She would have her helmet on, and it would be a cape of feathers flying behind her, all from
What?
her because what she would do is she would take a feather extension, and she would I think she would secure it to a like, a clear line, and then she would close it, and then further down the line would connect another feather, and another feather, and another feather, and then she would
Wow.
cascade them to be bigger feathers towards the bottom. So it would look just like this massive I have to send you photos.
Yeah, wow, that sounds very,
And almost at first, I thought, "This can't be real."
yeah, like kind of bird woman?
Yeah,
Half
exactly.
bird, half human? She's like a
Flying
superhero, is how I'm
feathers.
picturing it.
Here she is. Oh, actually, she just changed her hair, now she's got solid, like, pink platinum, but okay, here's a perfect photo. Oh my god.
Oh, wow. Whoa, I've never seen this before.
Me
Whoa! That is just a couple feathers.
just a few, 1 or 2.
Holy. Wow. I mean, that's pretty, I don't think I could live with that on my head every day, like, that's
Can you
hardcore.
imagine going to sleep with that?
No, I can't imagine going to sleep with that and, like, trying to style that or dry it, like, when it gets wet. Does she even need a pillow or a bed? She just actually uses that as her full bed.
She just folds the feathers in, and that's her down. That's just her whole pillow is her
Yeah,
head.
'cause I mean, old school pillows were just filled with feathers anyways, so, like, what's the
Mine still
difference?
is, yeah.
Yeah, yours still is, there you go, so
She just, like, low-key looks like a bird, like,
yeah, she does.
she legitimately just looks like a peacock.
Wow. And she changes the colors out too all the time, hey?
Often, often, yeah.
When you go to her Instagram, she actually calls herself a fashionable bird,
Oh, it
so
says
yeah, it
that.
says that. I
She
think she
is.
considers herself, like, actually half human, half bird.
Well, she does basically
Okay.
fly because she is a horse jumper, so she
Yeah,
jumps through
it
the air
all
on her horse.
yeah, it makes sense. The feathers give her a little bit more lift into
Yeah,
the
that's
air.
definitely it, 100%. That's so funny.
Wow, okay.
Love that
Cool.
for her. Hey, Tash, I'm pretty sure you have something really exciting for us this week. I'm very excited to hear it.
Do I have a letter from a listener? Is
You
that
do?
what you're
I'm
hinting
so
at here?
excited. That's exactly what I'm hinting at here.
Okay. So this listener titled the letter Client Drama.
Ooh,
Okay.
client drama.
I've just skimmed over it. I haven't fully read it. So we're kind of going to read this together here.
I love that. Perfect.
Okay. One time I had a client show up late with a coffee and a breakfast sandwich. And in capitals, nothing for me.
Oh,
As I'm
worst.
doing her nails, okay, so this is a nail tech. This is a nail tech
Okay,
writing it.
okay.
As I'm doing her nails, she proceeds to open her breakfast sandwich, munching it in between me, working on her nails, and dusting the English muffin dust on her pants. That just got the momentum going for future appointments. Her next
The
appointment
fucking
was
English muffin dust? But imagine getting your nails done and, like, English muffin dust gets on the nail, and the nail tech has to
yeah,
redo that nail because there's English muffin dust?
it's kind of funny because English muffin dust and nail dust kinda look the same too, so, like, how do you know which is which and, like, which can you lick
Uh,
and which you
she's
shouldn't?
blaming everything on that English muffin dust.
Yeah, exactly. So that just got the momentum going for future appointments. Her next appointment was totally cool, but a week in, she needed a nail fix. So she came back and I fixed it, letting her know since it was within the week that there was no charge. So she thanked me and tipped me $5. Sweet. Her next appointment came up, and all was good until checking her out. When she then asks me for $5 off her appointment because she
No,
tipped me $5 last appointment.
that was basically a holding deposit for her. She's like, "Imma leave this 5 here, and Imma get that back
Yeah.
later."
And then she says, "Wait, what? Like, you don't go to a restaurant and tip and then go back next time and ask for money off." Needless to say, I didn't see her again after those incidences. Whoa.
I am shocked. English muffin to me would have been that is my favorite part of the whole story, the English
Yeah,
muffin.
you're trying to do their nails, and meanwhile, they're, like, holding an English
Literally
muffin and
eating.
munching on it and dusting and eating. Yeah, that's
For sure, it's an
messy.
egg sandwich, so there's a smell involved now too, like, you're sitting there eating an
Yeah,
Egg McMuffin. It's probably exactly
yeah,
what that was. Let's just call a
yeah,
spade a spade. It was either an Egg McMuffin or it was a Tim Hortons sandwich. Both of
yeah.
them have an egg inside. Now you're
Yes,
eating
they
an
do.
egg sandwich, getting English muffin dust on my station and on your hands
Yeah.
and wiping it off on your fucking pant with your free hand.
Oh my god, that sounds like a
And now there's,
nightmare.
like, English muffin juice on your hands, and you're gonna put it right back in front of me to now have to imagine just
Oh.
cleaning out her nail beds and just, like, pushing away pieces of egg?
Ew.
Like, get it out of there.
Man, I am so grateful for this story. Thank you for writing in,
Yeah, thank you
happy
for writing it
listener.
in. Now, question, if she had got you a sandwich the first time, would that
Yeah.
have changed things? Or do you think
You
she would have
know,
asked you for photos off her nails because she brought you breakfast?
I feel like if I was in this position, I would have said, "Hey, let's, like, sit and chat for 5 minutes and quickly scarf down our English muffins together as friendship
Yeah,
before we start on your nails," right? I feel
she brought
like
you an English muffin, but she
yeah.
did not.
Yeah.
And she was late getting to your appointment because she was getting an English muffin. Like, you couldn't have scarfed that English muffin down before you got here in the car
Yeah,
after
in
you
the
got it?
car. Yeah, so rude.
You had to
So
wait till you
rude.
got there? It's one thing if you're
Yeah.
just chugging away on your coffee, but to eat the sandwich?
Yeah, while your service provider is trying to beautify your nails.
Just hungry? Just sitting there hungry while you're eating a sandwich?
Yeah, most likely your nail tech was starving, meanwhile, just staring at that English muffin dust on your leg.
Sick.
Rude.
Thanks for writing that letter. Hopefully, you never see her again.
Mhm. Hopefully you fired her. That makes me think back to one of our previous podcasts where we talk about have you ever fired a client? I feel like
Oh,
that could
yeah.
possibly like the English muffin thing, whatever, like, I maybe would say to them, like, maybe for future appointments, like, let's not eat during your nail appointment.
Yeah.
But once you're asking for your tip back from your previous appointment, that would be another line crossed. I don't think that that's very cool.
I also sometimes I actually have a real concern and thought for what it must be like to be that person, to have the balls to ask that question. How do
Yeah,
you ask that question? Like, and that's obviously not the first time she's asked something like that before. I'm not sure what her financial situation is. Maybe she really needs that $5 back. Maybe
yeah.
she just doesn't understand how a tip works. I don't really know. But the fact that she asked that question means she's asked it before or has gotten an answer back before that lended to her thinking, hey, let me just ask her if I can get my $5 back.
The other thing is, like, nails, I mean, even hair, if your financial situation isn't okay where you need to ask for money back at the next appointment, like, just don't get your nails done, do you know what I mean? Like, just
Yeah.
wait until you
Until you
don't
got
have
the
to
five
ask
bucks.
for $5 back, like, that's so rude. "Hey, one time I tipped you $5, like, 4 months ago. Can I get that
Yeah.
back?"
For a redo that I had
For
to come in for.
For a free
Poor
redo, she
thing.
didn't even charge for the
Yeah,
fix.
exactly.
That yeah,
Exactly. Poor
that's
thing.
wild. That
Literally,
is
poor
wild to
thing.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, poor thing.
Well, I hope that
Alright.
she has found a nail tech that suits her. Maybe, they get a sandwich out of it once in a while. That'd be
Yeah,
nice for them.
hopefully they do. That would be nice for them.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sending that letter. I'm really glad that you did. And if anybody else wants to send us a letter, please don't hesitate. We love to hear it. We will read it anonymously. And of course, nail techs, waxing peoples. We want to hear your stories too. That I definitely need to hear some crazy client waxing stories.
Do you know what other stories I would love to hear too is client stories from maybe crazy
Oh, yeah.
hairstylists. Like,
Oh my God. Yes.
if you are just a client out there that's listening in and you have gone to a hairstylist that, you have a wild experience from, please write us and we will also read that anonymously. Or maybe
Yeah.
you're the person with the English muffin and we want to hear your side of the story.
Yeah.
Please write us
Yeah.
in and we will read that anonymously. And maybe that will change the whole perspective on that story. We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Peace. That wraps up today's episode of Locks of Lore. If this conversation hit close to home, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a stylist who needs to hear it.
You can find us on social media at Benny_and the Jets
and at @tashpotatoes_hair.
If you've got a story, question, or salon situation you want us to break down, send it our way, anonymously always, at locksoflorepodcast@gmail.com.
Until next time, know your worth,
Protect your energy,
and we'll see you behind the chair.